about it
So
sometimes, but I
just
don't know.
consider it for your own case. Okay, suppose that you have a child, or you have, I don't know, a friend, a close friend,
Yeah,
who is
I
killed
wish
by
I
someone.
found a, yeah, I wish I find a way for curing him or her.
It's
Oh,
very difficult situation.
you don't go for death penalty?
No, no.
Okay, you are very kind.
Sorry, son.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
How
interesting topic.
opinion will change, depend on situation.
Yeah, if it is a serious situation and you have lost one of your loved ones, it would be different,
I think.
Yeah,
son,
it's very hard.
I think a difficult exists in this regard. One my friend mentioned that the jail for all of the time is better than death penalty. This matter, in the majority of cases, the government changed the rules and laws. It means that somebody who is murder and kill someone going to the jail for all time, okay? But change the law, and he chance to be free from jail based on, for example, good behavior and something like that. And this murder come back to society also. It is difficult in this area also.
I think judging people and judgment is a very controversial issue. It's not so easy to judge people. And remember, we had a story in the classroom. Even the witnesses and eyewitnessing the crime is not so accurate. So nobody can say exactly what has happened in a crime. So I think it's not easy to judge people, and judging, especially when you are deciding about someone's life, it's not an easy decision. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you agree with death penalty or not?
No.
Why not, Tatiana?
Two reasons. First of all, anyone could decide that kill people or not. It's not. It's wrong. Second reason. Exists some percent of cases when innocent people received capital sentence, and after some years it's turned out they were innocent.
Yeah, it's possible. That's true. Yeah, sometimes it happens that they receive death sentence and they are killed, but later on they will find out that they were innocent.
And such reason, it's life sentence. It's really harder than capital sentence.
You think that life sentence is better than capital punishment?
It's worse.
Oh, I mean they deserve life sentence instead of capital punishment if they kill someone?
It's more civilization. Yes.
Civilized.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But some people argue. Yeah, some people argue that the life sentences are quite costly for the government and the society.
Yeah, it's costly, but in some cases we have to have this, this cost. So every society maybe have some of these people, and we have to pay for this people. Okay, yeah.
Any other opinions? So let's go back to my question. You didn't answer me. Just imagine that one of your loved ones is killed, God forbid, by someone, and what do you want? You want, as a retaliation, as a kind of compensation for what has been the loss that you are suffering. Do you want the murderer to be killed or to be life imprisoned?
I think it is a very, very difficult decision making, and
Yeah, I know.
we
That's why
should.
I'm asking you. I want you to put yourself into the person's shoes, you know, the person who is just facing this kind of loss.
Some part
For
of
me,
this judging
honesty.
is the.
Okay, go
Excuse me.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Farzad.
Some part I think the judging and deciding is belong to the family that have some person, as you say, may be killed by some other body, and judging and they have the sentence in the last issue is the belong to the judging by the judge. But as you know, some of the people, as you mentioned, maybe have naturally problem, and the genetically, for example, is the maybe have the gene of the XYY, as for example, the Oswald that they killed Kennedy and throw him. But this problem that maybe happen for everybody that have the mental illness. But your question, I think about the person have not any mentally problem, and you unfortunately missed somebody that you loved her, you loved him. It's very, very challenging, I think. You must be have this situation and you must be in that area for the deciding. I have did one example because the sentences in every country may be different. For example, if you remember a couple of years ago, one Norwegian guy killed over 100 people. Over 100 people in the Norway, and the sentence was the whole time in the jail. The jail of the Norway, when you compare, for example, the jail in the Iran is like the 3-star hotel. My question is that this sentence is good for the people that over 100 people killed by him. It's very difficult for deciding.
So what do you think? Do you think it was a fair sentence for him?
I think no. Actually, I think no. Because I agree with you have the whole of the time in the prison. What the situation of the prison for him? The prison is like the another body in the social community, or over the situation that maybe have in a lot of the country that maybe have. I think that the situation in the prison and the Norwegian it's much higher than the lot of the people that live, for example, in the African countries. It's not fair, I think.
You know, Farzad, by life imprisonment, we don't mean to torture people. You know,
that's right. That's
right. The only thing that we are just trying to take away from them is their freedom. We are just isolating them from the society.
Yeah, it's the isolating.
To prevent more harm by them. So the purpose is not torture. Although I know that in some countries, like in Iran, prison or imprisonment is a kind of torturing people. But this is not quite, you know, a human way.
Yes.
I'm not
Yeah.
agree with the torturing, but I'm not agree with the
Very
all of that
relaxing.
is great. Yeah,
Very
each have the
relaxing
problem. Yeah,
prison. Yeah.
it's not good.
Can I add something? If the killer decides to kill, then society should not to fall to the level of the killer. Society should be more ethical. Ethical.
Ethical, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Yes, let's go to question number 4 very quickly. We have only 8 minutes to go. How are criminals typically treated in prisons? Do you think they are treated, as Farzad said, in a three-star hotel, or they're treated in a violent way?
It's not typical. It depends on the country.
So
it's not.
Talk about your own country, Tatiana. Israel, you said. How are people treated in prisons in Israel?
I think, for example, in Russia, it's so hard situation. It's many people in one room, and it's impossible condition in Russia prison. And Israel, it's a little bit better, and I think so.
What about other countries you know of?
China, the criminal, yeah, in prison, they have to work. They have to work in prison. Do hard job, contribute to the society.
Yeah, that's a good way.
I think it's a good way to punish the criminal.
Yeah, if they have some benefits for the society. Any other treatments for the imprisonment?
In India also, it's in prison and treated prisons violent way, and also they have to do work hard in prison.
So they're treated violently in India.
Yeah.
Okay. What about other countries? Any other countries you know of? Also in Iran, I think it's not quite easy. They don't give you an easy time there. They will give you a hard time in the prison.
Yeah. Some of the criminals have to work.
Yeah, some criminals have to work.
Yeah, but not all, I think.
Not all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's finish with this. Let's go to the vocabulary very quickly because I sent you the assignment very late. We are going to do it together here very quickly. We have 5 minutes to go, so I'm going to do it very quickly. Please look at the words we have got. We have to match them. We have autopsy, abolish, capital punishment, lethal injection, death row, and treason. Okay, these are the words. I'm reading the number 1. Prison area for people who have been sentenced to death. What do they call it?
Death row.
Death row.
Death row, very good. So death row is when people are waiting for the date they are going to be, they're going to be hung, or they're going to be killed by law. Number 2, a medical procedure to determine exactly how a person died.
Autopsy.
Autopsy.
Yeah, that's autopsy. You know autopsy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is autopsy? Can you explain more?
Some research in dead body, then how they killed.
They died.
How they
Yes.
were.